All right, how are you? Great, great. All right, bro. Think like this for 3 days. Only 3 days. Think like this for 3 days. This is the Future Proud of For Real TV. Of course, I'm your host, Raheem the Dream, better known as Top Cat. Topic of the day: think like this for 3 days. It's a conversation I just got finished having with some brothers in the barber shop. Some young brothers. Some was young, some was older, some was in between. It was a different variety of age groups. I'm gonna just say that. And of course, all their questions was coming to me. Of course, all their questions was coming to me. I'm gonna give a shout out to everybody out there in the YouTube world. Shout out to everybody out there in the YouTube world. If your first time coming to my channel, subscribe to the channel. Hit that thumbs up for me. Like, share, and subscribe. Let's just say that. Like, share, and subscribe. And I hope I'm being heard. I hope I'm being heard. And I give a shout out to everybody out there. Just come out the barber shop. I'm at the park not getting my walk on. Um, Talking to some brothers in there. And some sisters too. Cause in the back of this barber shop is a beauty salon too. So they was shouting from the back and things like that there. Um, Why do I be the center of attention? I don't know. When I come in, they just start firing questions at me. You understand what I'm saying? They just start firing questions at me. You know, and my message today to these brothers and the sisters, the two sisters was in the back. Well, we're gonna say four, because it's two back there doing hair, and it was two getting their hair done. So we're gonna say four. And after we went back and forth with some of the questions, I left them with this here. I left them with think like this for 3 days. And they say, OG, think like what for 3 days? And I told them and the sisters, I want you to think for 3 days. Let's start with 3 days. I need you to think unstoppable. And they're like, what you mean? I said, I need you to think unstoppable. And they was asking me, well, what unstoppable? How? I mean, what you mean unstoppable? And I told them, how are you? And I told them, anything you're trying to do in your life, I want you to think unstoppable. I need you to think unstoppable. You cannot be stopped. I told them the only one can stop you is you. Once again, The only one can stop you is you. One more time. The only one can stop you is you. That's what I told them. That's what I told them. And they were saying, and they were saying, me thinking like that, man, I've walked past it. I need to go to the bathroom. They said, me thinking like that, what is it going to change? And I told them, it's it's going to change your mindset. It's going to change what you see in the mirror. If you want to change what you see in the mirror, you have to change what's in your mindset. It's called a paradigm. I'm still working on paradigm shifts. I teach it to people and they don't even know I'm teaching it to them. That's what I just got finished doing with them. Excuse me a second. A paradigm shift. A paradigm shift. What is a paradigm? A paradigm is a mental programming that controls all of that controls your habitual behaviors. And most of all of our behaviors are habitual. That's a paradigm. Want me to say it again? What is a paradigm? What's the meaning of a paradigm? A paradigm is a mental system that controls all of your uh, uh, habits, your habitual behaviors, which is your habits. You woke up this morning, you did the same thing. You do the same thing. You do the same thing. You do the same thing. If you want to change that, you got to make a paradigm shift. The way you make a paradigm shift is you have to connect with your subconscious mind. Paradigm shift comes from your subconscious mind. Okay. Now, back to 3 days of being unstoppable. 3 days of being unstoppable. What that will do will shift your paradigm. If you do it from the time you rise to the time you go to bed, from the time you rise to the time you go to bed, from the time you rise to the time you go to bed. That's how you make a paradigm shift. Now, is that paradigm shift going to happen in 3 days? No. But if you do it from the time you rise to the time you lay it down for 3 days, you will begin to see and feel the change. You will begin to see and feel the change. Because what's going to happen is your mindset going to shift. Once your mindset shifts, your body is going to, even your body language is going to shift. Even your body language is going to shift. Even your body language is going to shift. Let's be unstoppable for 3 days. And I guarantee you, you'll see a difference. I hope I'm still being heard. Can someone give me a thumbs up there out there if I'm still being heard? Like I said, 3 days of thinking unstoppable. Listen, In them 3 days, once you think unstoppable, I can tell you some of the things that's going to happen. Tell you some of the things that's going to happen with your mindset. Tell you what happened with me. And that's why I still do it. I don't do it for 3 days. I do it every day. I've been doing it every day for maybe the last year. And everything has changed. First, it changed up here. Then it changed in my life. Then it changed in the things that I do. See, what you have to do is make each of you alive. Yeah, that's good. I'm lost. I'm good. Lost on my way to the bank. You understand what I'm saying? It's okay though. The reason why you might say I'm lost is because you can't comprehend what I'm saying. 3 days, 3 days of being nonstop, 3 days of being unstoppable. It's put me in the position that I am in now. I can afford to I can afford to do a lot of things now. But that's we're not talking about me. We're talking about you. We're talking about you. Okay. One thing you have to do is make fear your partner. See, fear will keep you from being successful. Fear will keep you from being successful. Fear will keep you broke. Fear, fear, fear. See, I make fear my friend. Fear is my friend. Let me tell you something. Fear is a teacher, and I don't skip class. Fear is a teacher, and I don't skip class. Fear is a teacher, and I don't skip class. I have made fear my friend because fear is a teacher. So you can learn from your fear and conquer any and everything that's going on in your life. Then you have to put your purpose. See, when you have purpose, you don't have to worry about being motivated. See, most people need motivation to start doing something. But when you have purpose, you don't have to worry about fear. You understand what I'm saying? Because your fear going to keep you moving. I mean, your purpose is going to keep you moving. So you don't have to worry about being motivated. You understand what I'm saying? Motivation is a emotional thing. Once that motivation is gone, once that emotion is gone, your fear come right back. Okay, so your fear, I make fear because fear is a teacher and I don't skip a class. Once again, fear is a teacher and I don't skip class. Fear is a teacher and I never miss a class. You understand me? Because fear pushes you to that limit to where you overcome. It pushes you to that limit to where you overcome. And you can overcome anything that's in your life. I'm telling you from somebody that's been through a lot. You understand what I'm saying? That's been through a lot. Okay. So for 3 days, put it in your mind that you're unstoppable for 3 days. And then after you see what you accomplish mentally wise, you will see. Just think about it after you didn't accomplish what your mental have become. Think about if you do it for a week, for 2 weeks, for 30 days. You understand what I'm saying? And so on and so on. What you end up doing is knocking down all the walls of fear. Fear will rob you of your dreams. Fear will rob you of your dreams. You understand me? Fear will keep you broke. Fear will keep you on a job that you do not like. Fear will make you say that job is safety when you don't even want to be there. And then you can't even make a way to get off that job. You know why? Because you're caught in the fear. You be caught up in the fear. Okay? You have to make fear your partner. It's a teacher. Once again, fear is a teacher. And I don't skip class. I don't skip class, man. Everything that I ever been afraid to do, legit, I'm doing it now. All the stuff in the street I did and had no fear. Because I'm an OG, never had cold feet. You can't messing with me, you end up with no teeth. You want me to say that little rap again? I'm a real OG. I'm an OG, never had cold feet. You end up with no teeth messing with me. You end up with no teeth messing with me. Because I'm a real OG. You know what I'm saying? So the only thing I'm saying is this here. In the streets, I wasn't scared to do anything. But let me tell you something. When it came down to legit business, man, I was afraid. I was afraid. But let me say this here. I did have businesses. I had barbershops, beauty salons. You know what I'm saying? But I still was in the streets. I had property, but I still was in the streets. You dig what I'm saying? It was connected to the streets. So the money was coming from the streets. You dig what I'm saying? You understand what I'm saying? But everything now is strictly legit. And I was afraid. You understand? I started with 3 days. For 3 days, I said I'm gonna be unstoppable. In them 3 days, my whole mind shift. That paradigm shift started to kick in. Then that 3 days turned into a week. Did 2 weeks, and I've been doing it ever since because I made fear my friend, and I have a purpose, so I don't have to be motivated because I have purpose. I don't have to be motivated because I have purpose. I have purpose, so I don't have to be motivated. You dig what I'm saying? And then you stand on your principles. Stand on your principles. And if you don't have none, you need to find some. How do you find some? Go around people you think that has them. See what they do. That's how you can that's how you can come up with your own principles. There has to be some things that you are doing, some things you just won't do no matter what. You understand? There's got to be some things that you won't do no matter what. So you have to stand on principles. For 3 days, I just need you to think that I'm unstoppable. That's what I want you to tell yourself. Look in the mirror and tell yourself you are unstoppable for 3 days. And I guarantee you, in 3 days, you'll think different. I gonna say you'll think different. Your mind will start changing. Your mindset will start changing. Your mindset will start changing. Next week, that's gonna be almost a week, and I'm gonna see if anybody tried it. I'm gonna see if any of them tried it. And I'm gonna ask them different questions. I'm gonna ask them some of the same questions I asked them today and see do I get any kind of different in the answer. That's how you know. Ask the same questions that you asked today, ask them that next week. See, do you get any kind of difference in their answers? You understand what I'm saying? I know you don't. Most of you don't because you're slow. Most of you don't because you're slow. Most of you working with slow gases. And I understand that you're working with slow gases. But this is the Future Proud of For Real TV. And I'm going to sign on now. Just remember, fear is a teacher, and I don't skip class. Fear is a teacher, and I don't skip class. Fear is a teacher, and I don't skip class. Face your fears, and you will be successful in anything you do. Unstoppable for 3 days. Think unstoppable for 3 days. And I guarantee you, you'll start seeing your mind shift. Your mind shift. Your mind will shift in 3 days. This is the Future Proud of For Real TV. I'm gonna sign on out of here. And I know you lames it's not gonna get what I'm saying. You lames that walk with a limp and your damn show ain't a pimp, you ain't gonna get this because you're working with slow gases. But it's okay. It's okay. The ones that get it, do it for 3 days, and I guarantee you, you will see a mind shift in your mindset. You'll see a shift in your mindset. I guarantee it. This is the Future Proud of For Real TV. And remember, if you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. If you can see it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. Because let me tell you something about me. I see my future self every day. I see myself in the future. I see my future self. Why do, and how do I see my future self? Unstoppable. Unstoppable. The only one could stop me is me. Peace and black power, power to the people. I'm out of here on you lames.